Imagine a 40-year-old married coworker forcing a hug, kissing you on the cheek at work, and when HR launches a full investigation, you were the one feeling guilty about it.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Today we are talking about workplace boundaries and how creeps always try to test them.
Oh yeah, this one gets wild. Let's jump straight into story number 1. So OP is a 24-year-old female. She shares a lunchroom with another team where she occasionally chats with a 40-year-old male coworker. Friendly banter, nothing crazy.
I already know where this is going. Young girl, older guy at work. It's a classic setup.
Yep, so last week she's making coffee. The guy walks up and opens his arms for a hug. OP is awkward, so she leans in for a quick back pat, but instead he closes the distance and plants a kiss right on her cheek without warning.
At work? Ew, that is so violating.
She was stunned and froze. Later, her team lead makes a joke about this guy being loud, and OP casually mentions the kiss. The team lead acts surprised, but laughs it off. But later that same day, the guy asks OP for another hug.
Let me guess, she said no, and he acted like the victim.
Exactly. She said no, and he acted super offended. Fast forward a few days, the team lead tells OP he already reported the kiss to HR. Now HR has launched a full investigation, and OP is panicking, asking Reddit if she is the bad guy for letting it spiral.
Wait, why is she panicking? HR is doing their job.
Because she's young and non-confrontational. But Linda, you need to hear the edit she added at the bottom. It changes everything.
Oh God, what did he do?
She clarifies he is not from a culture where kissing is a greeting. And a few weeks ago, in a room full of people, he looked at her, made a peace sign with his fingers, and literally licked up between them.
What? Are you kidding me? That is straight up sexual harassment.
Yeah, the internet went crazy. Comment number 1 asked if it was cultural, and the replies shut that down instantly.
As they should. One commenter said it perfectly. The finger gesture changed this to 100,000% reportable. No matter what happens, do not let anyone gaslight you into thinking you're overreacting.
Exactly. And OP felt bad about getting him in trouble. Someone replied, "You didn't get him in trouble, he got himself in trouble. He deserves whatever consequences come his way."
You know, there was a very insightful comment from a manager who dealt with this before. They wrote, "We had a similar situation with a 60-year-old man and a 20-year-old girl. Believe me, there is no accident in that kiss. These small acts are a test of the waters to see how much they can get away with."
Bro, testing the waters is so accurate. He started with the gross tongue gesture. When she didn't report it, he escalated to a forced kiss. If HR didn't step in, who knows what was next?
Exactly. Another user gave great advice for her future. They wrote, "From now on, avoid him. No more hugs, no more joking around. You are there to work, not make friends."
So, Linda, OP feels guilty that she didn't confront him first before it spiraled. What's your verdict?
She is 100% not the asshole. You do not owe a creep a private conversation. The team lead actually did the right thing by protecting her and going to HR. That guy needs to be fired.
I agree. He got offended when she said no to a hug. Imagine confronting him alone. No way. But guys, what do you think? Was the team lead right to report it to HR without asking her first?
Let us know in the comments below. Have you ever experienced someone testing the waters at work? Drop your stories. Now let's jump to story number 2.
All right, moving right along to the next story. Guys, imagine being a 17-year-old high school kid and your 32-year-old sister dumps her newborn on you for a 21-hour shift just because her unemployed husband didn't feel like parenting.
Oh, I hate when families use teenagers as free childcare. What is the full story?
So our OP today, let's call her Haley. Haley is 17. Her older sister recently had a baby. Haley, being a good sister, offered to babysit so her sister could get back to work. So this past Thursday, she watched the baby overnight because supposedly both parents had to work.
Okay, overnight is tough for a 17-year-old, but she was just being nice.
Right. But then, today, the sister calls and asked Haley to watch the baby again. But this time, from 10 p.m. tonight until 7 p.m. the next day. That is almost an entire day of raising an infant.
21 hours? That is not babysitting. That is literally parenting. She has her own life.
Exactly. Haley was shocked, but initially agreed. But here is where the drama starts. Haley's stepdad casually mentions something to her after getting off the phone with the sister. Turns out, the husband's job on Thursday got canceled. He didn't have to work at all.
Wait, so the dad was completely free and he still made a 17-year-old stay up all night with his baby?
Yep. And his excuse for not picking up his son, he said he went out of town and didn't specify why. He didn't even bother to text Haley. So Haley got pissed, changed her mind about the 21-hour shift, and backed out.
Good for her, but let me guess, Haley feels guilty now.
She does. She feels bad because her sister is the only one making money. The husband refuses to apply for anything. So she's asking Reddit, is she the asshole?
Absolutely not the asshole. The internet must have ripped this husband to shreds.
Oh, they did. The top comment said, "You're 17, she's 32. It's not your problem she had 2 kids and can't afford childcare, or that she has a husband who can't hold a job." And Linda, Haley actually replied to this comment and dropped a massive bomb.
Oh no, what did she say?
Haley wrote, "He's a felon and claims it's hard to find a job, but he's just lazy. He literally makes his mom fill out his job applications because, quote, if he doesn't need to do it, then he won't."
Are you kidding me? A grown man with a baby making his mommy do his homework? Sister, throw the whole man away.
I know, right? Another commenter pointed out something super suspicious. They said, how does watching your nephew overnight translate to your sister being able to work and the husband going out of town randomly? I am willing to bet it wasn't for work.
Wow, that is a huge red flag. He bails on his newborn to go out of town while his wife is working overnight? He is definitely up to no good.
So what is our final advice for Haley? I think she needs to put her foot down.
100%. Haley, you are not the parent. Your sister chose to have a baby with a lazy felon who makes his mom fill out his job applications. You need to enjoy your teenage years and let them figure out their own mess.
Could not agree more. But guys, what do you think? Was Haley right to cancel on them?
Have you ever had toxic family members try to use you for free babysitting? Let us know in the comments below.
Drop your thoughts, and hey, let's keep this train rolling, jumping straight into the next story right now.
All right, keeping the momentum going, guys. Imagine scrubbing decades of biohazard grime out of a hoarder's kitchen, making it absolutely perfect, only for your own mother to let a stranger destroy it the day you fly home.
Oh boy, hoarding situations are always so deeply tied to mental illness. This is going to be heavy, isn't it?
Very heavy. So our OP, let's call her Sarah. Sarah recently moved back in with her mom after her dad passed away. The house has severe hoarding issues. Sarah says the kitchen was horrifying. Sticky grime, fruit flies stuck to the walls, inches of burnt grease. She had to rent a $400 dumpster 4 times just to clear it out.
4 giant dumpsters just for a kitchen? Sarah literally built that room from the ground up.
Exactly. So the kitchen became her safe space because she is the only one who cooks. Recently, an old coworker of her mom offered to help clean the rest of the house. Sarah was happy, but she repeatedly begged her mom, please do not let anyone touch the kitchen. I have systems set up. Just wait until I get back from my trip.
That is a very simple, very clear boundary.
Right, but the day Sarah is flying home, the mom invites the friend over and they completely tear the kitchen apart. They pulled things out, stuffed her cookware into tote bags, and piled it all on the living room floor.
Wait, why would they touch the only clean room in the entire hoarder house?
It gets worse. Sarah calls from the airport upset. Her mom acts like she's overreacting, and the friend literally jokes over the speakerphone saying, I knew you were a control freak. Now Sarah is refusing to cook for or clean for her mom ever again.
A control freak? Oh, I would have lost my mind. The disrespect is insane. What did Reddit say?
The top comment broke down the psychology perfectly. They said, your mom used the kitchen as a redirection for her friend. She let her loose on a space she isn't personally attached to just to protect her own hoard from being messed with.
Wow, that is so manipulative. She sacrificed her daughter's hard work just to protect her junk.
Exactly. But Linda, hold on. Comment number 5 asks Sarah if her mom does things to hurt her on purpose. And Sarah's reply, it is straight out of a horror movie.
Oh God, read it.
Sarah wrote, she enjoys pulling the rug from under me. When I was a toddler, she would tell me she was going to change her name and run away. I would tell her I'll find her, but she would keep going until I cried because it made her feel so loved. She used to tell me she would change her name to Alice and move to Dallas. She also used to let me get lost in stores on purpose.
Wait, what? She intentionally traumatized her toddler to feed her own ego? That is psychotic emotional abuse. Sarah is dealing with a severely sick person.
I know, and someone else commented the only real solution. They said, "Personally, I'd move out. Let the friend take care of the hoard. If your efforts aren't respected, move on. They can take care of each other."
I agree with that comment. Sarah, you are not the asshole. You need to pack your bags and leave that toxic house immediately. You cannot fix someone who enjoys watching you cry.
Facts. That Alice and Dallas thing is going to give me nightmares. But guys, what do you think? Is Sarah justified in refusing to cook for them ever again?
Have you ever dealt with a hoarder in your family? How do you even set boundaries in a situation like that? Let us know in the comments.
Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the madness, and let's keep it moving to the next story.
All right, jumping right into the next one. Let me ask you this, Linda. If a 14-year-old kid begs you to let him into your secure apartment building because he's locked out, do you let him in? Or do you slam the door in his face?
Oh, that is a trap. I would feel so guilty, but true crime documentaries have completely ruined my trust in strangers.
Right? So our OP, let's call her Jessica. Jessica is walking up to her apartment building after work. A kid, maybe 13 or 14 years old, approaches her. He asks if she lives there and tells her he locked himself out, his mom isn't home, and he needs her to let him in.
Okay, sounds innocent enough, but still a little suspicious.
Jessica thinks the same. She tells him, "I don't let anyone without keys into the building. It's not safe." But instead of backing off, the kid follows her to the side door. When Jessica opens it, he literally tries to tailgate her. He grabs the door to force his way in.
Oh, he tried to force his way in? Yeah, absolutely not. That is terrifying.
Luckily, Jessica was faster. She pulled the door shut and it locked just in time. But here is the crazy part. The kid slams his fist on the glass door, screams "F you" at her, and glares. Jessica noted that even though he was young, he was almost as big as her. Now she feels guilty, but also scared. Did she do the right thing?
100% she did the right thing. His reaction proved he was up to no good. What did the comments say?
The internet was totally on her side. One commenter pointed out the most obvious flaw in the kid's story. They said, if he didn't have keys to the outer door, how was he going to get into his actual apartment, even if you let him in?
Bingo! What was he going to do, just sit in the hallway? He was definitely lying.
Exactly. Another user shared a horror story to prove why Jessica was right. They wrote, "Someone opened the door of my building for a teenager. That kid then stole every package in the mailroom, including a brand new MacBook from my employer. Being a kid doesn't mean they aren't up to no good."
Wow, that is infuriating. People who ignore safety rules put the entire building at risk.
True. Now, some people did offer an alternative. One person said, you could have offered to call the apartment manager for him. If it was a scam, he would have run away. If he was really locked out, he would have appreciated the help.
Okay, offering to call the manager is a smart idea if you are standing safely on the other side of a locked glass door. But as a woman walking alone, you do not stand there cross-examining an aggressive teenager. You get inside and you lock the door. She is not the asshole.
I agree. Plus, his aggressive reaction, banging on the glass and swearing, just confirmed her intuition. But guys, what would you do in this situation?
Would you have let the kid in, or would you follow the building's safety rules? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Let the debate begin in the comments. All right, keeping the energy high, let's jump straight into the next story.
All right, Linda, you've got the next one. What do you have for us?
Oh, I have a good one. Guys, imagine skipping your girlfriend's milestone 30th birthday trip to Hawaii to attend a 5-year-old birthday party for the second year in a row.
Oh, no, he is already digging his own grave.
Right? So our OP today is Mark. Mark has been in a long-distance relationship with his girlfriend for 2 years. They both work at an airport, so they get free flights. His girlfriend is turning 30, so she plans a huge couples trip to Hawaii with 8 of their aviation friends.
A free flight to Hawaii for a 30th birthday? That sounds amazing.
It does. She booked a huge Airbnb for everyone. But here's the problem. The trip is June 8th to 12th. Mark's niece is having her 5th birthday bash on June 9th. And Mark tells his girlfriend he can't go to Hawaii because he needs to help his parents, and he is in charge of bringing the cake for his niece.
Wait, he's missing a Hawaii couples trip for a cake?
Yes, and it gets worse. Mark admits that he also missed his girlfriend's birthday last year because he went to his niece's 4th birthday party instead.
Gasp! Bro, you cannot miss your girlfriend's birthday 2 years in a row for a toddler.
Exactly. So the girlfriend gets understandably upset. She tells him gently, "It sucks you missed it last year, but this is a milestone and a couple's trip. Can we celebrate your niece on a different day?" And Mark says no, because it would break his niece's heart.
Does he know his girlfriend's heart is breaking right now?
Apparently not. The girlfriend tells him she is worried about their future because he always puts his family first. And Mark actually gets offended. He says, "We aren't even married, so family comes first." But don't worry, Paul. He said he'll make it up to her by buying her a purse.
A purse? Bro, you cannot buy your way out of a 30th birthday Hawaii trip.
Let's just say the internet humbled Mark very quickly. It was a unanimous YTA. You're the asshole.
As they should. What did the top comment say?
One comment said, "I am an aunt, I get it, but this isn't some small birthday, it's a huge milestone. Can you imagine her going on a couple's trip where everyone else has their partners, but she is alone on her 30th birthday?"
That is so sad. She's going to be the third wheel at her own birthday party.
Right? Another commenter gave him a massive reality check about marriage. They wrote, "If you hope to make her a wife one day, you can't push her aside for a 4-year-old. You are choosing to put her in second place. Why put your girlfriend in competition with a child?"
Facts. And Linda, the craziest part to me is that they're long distance. One user pointed that out, saying, "You don't even spend that much time with your girlfriend and you're skipping her trip? The 5-year-old will forget this birthday. Your girlfriend will never forget this. She's going to leave you."
She absolutely is going to leave him. Mark, if you are listening, you can't treat a woman like an option and expect her to act like a wife. Go to Hawaii.
100%. Bring the cake a day early to the niece, give her a hug, and get on that flight, bro. But guys, what do you think?
Do you think family always comes first, even if you aren't married? Or should your partner be your priority? Let us know in the comments.
Drop your opinions below, and if you want to see if Mark ends up single, make sure you're subscribed. All right, let's keep it moving to the next story. All right, jumping straight into the next one. Linda, have you ever told your partner not to do something because you had a bad feeling? They did it anyway and instantly regretted it?
Oh, story of my life. The classic "I told you so" moment. What happened?
So our OP today is Jake. Jake is 26 and he has been dating Jenna for 4 months. Things are getting serious, so Jenna invites Jake to a massive Memorial Day weekend barbecue to meet her entire family. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, everyone.
Meeting the entire family at once at 4 months? That is a lot of pressure.
Huge pressure. Now, Jake recently started playing ultimate frisbee twice a week for cardio. The day before the big barbecue, Jenna asks him to please skip his frisbee game because she is worried he might get injured. Jake brushes it off, says no one ever gets hurt, and goes anyway.
Let me guess, he got hurt.
He collided with another player head-on. He ends up in urgent care with a massive goose egg on his eyebrow that turned into a giant, nasty black eye.
Oh my God, right before meeting the whole family.
Exactly. Jenna meets him at the clinic. Once she knows he's not dying, she gets furious. A lot of "I told you so's." Jenna says her family is extremely judgmental and cares a lot about appearances. So she goes to the barbecue alone and lies to her family, saying Jake has a stomach bug.
Wow, so she's hiding him because he has a black eye? Jake must feel awful.
He does. He says she's making too big of a deal out of it, and they could have just told the truth and made it a funny story. Now he's asking Reddit if he is the asshole. This comment section was completely divided, Linda. A lot of people took Jake's side. One person wrote, "The YTA responses are wild. Is Jake supposed to live in bubble wrap for a week before any family event? Jenna and her family sound exhausting and controlling."
I mean, I get that it was an accident, but someone else replied with a very valid point. They said, "My ex was a snowboarder, and right before a trip to Europe, I asked him to be careful. He busted his knee and couldn't walk in Europe.
You brushed off her concerns and ignored her. I would have lied too. It's embarrassing to say, yeah, this is Jake, he got a black eye playing frisbee.
But it's just a black eye. Another comment said, what kind of family considers a black eye playing sports a problem? They have a ridiculous standard.
Paul, listen to this comment because this is the absolute truth for women. They wrote, in much of the world, if you are a woman, everything your partner does is seen as a reflection on you. Partner wearing dirty clothes? Why didn't you make him change? You brushed off her concerns, and she knows her family will judge her for bringing you looking like a bar fighter.
Okay, when you put it like that, I actually understand why she panicked. She didn't want her judgmental family roasting her.
Exactly. She told him how important this was. She communicated her anxiety, and he was completely dismissive. That is not a good foundation for a relationship.
I see both sides. Yes, accidents happen, and playing a safe sport isn't a crime. But when your partner says, hey, this event means a lot to me, please be careful, you shouldn't just brush them off. He should just apologize for invalidating her.
100%. But guys, we need your help on this one because the internet was so divided. Who is the asshole here?
Is Jake the asshole for ignoring her warning and getting a black eye? Or is Jenna the asshole for lying and being too obsessed with her toxic family's opinion? Let us know in the comments below.
Drop your votes, and let's keep it moving right along to the final story of today's episode.
All right, guys, bringing it home with our final story of the episode, and we have saved an absolute classic for last. Linda, get ready. We have a bridezilla.
Oh, my favorite. Let me guess, she wants her bridesmaids to dye their hair or lose 20 pounds for the aesthetic?
You are actually spot on. So our OP today, let's call her Emily. Emily is someone who has short hair, never wears makeup, and hates dresses. She's just a tomboy. But her sister is getting married.
Okay, and since she's in the wedding, she probably has to compromise a bit.
And she did. The sister told Emily that if she doesn't wear a specific dress, she is out of the wedding. Emily agreed. Then the sister demanded makeup. Emily hates makeup, but she agreed to do it just for her sister.
Wow, honestly, good for Emily. She is stepping way out of her comfort zone for her sister's big day.
But it wasn't enough. Now, the sister wants Emily to literally grow her hair out to her shoulders. Emily said no, but offered to wear a nice wig. The sister told her a wig is dumb and won't look right.
Excuse me? A wig is the perfect compromise. Growing your hair takes months and months.
Exactly. So Emily got mad and snapped. She told her sister, your special day is only a couple of hours for one day. Growing my hair takes months. I am not doing it. Now the sister went crying to their parents, and the mom is pressuring Emily to just grow her hair out to keep the peace.
Oh, absolutely not. This is so toxic. Emily is a human being, not a Barbie doll you get to style for a photo shoot.
The internet agreed with you. The top comment literally said, you're not a prop in your sister's wedding. It is ridiculous for your family to expect you to change months of your life just for her one day.
Yes, the word is prop. Bridezilla stop seeing their friends and family as people and start seeing them as background props for their Instagram photos. Another commenter gave her the best advice. They said, step down from your role. Just go as a guest.
Yep, because like someone else pointed out, her requests won't stop at your hair. She keeps moving the goalposts. This is extremely manipulative.
It's true. Emily compromised on the dress. She compromised on the makeup. Offering a wig was the ultimate olive branch. The fact that the sister said no proves this isn't about looking nice. This is about control.
So, Linda, what's the final verdict for Emily to wrap up this episode?
Emily, you are not the asshole. Tell your sister you love her, but you will be attending as a guest in a nice pantsuit, or you won't be attending at all. Do not grow your hair out.
I agree. Don't let a bridezilla bully you. But guys, what do you think? Is it reasonable to ask a bridesmaid to change her physical appearance for a wedding?
Let us know your crazy wedding drama stories in the comments below. We love reading them.
And that is a wrap for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed these wild Reddit stories, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the drama. We will see you in the next one. Peace.